Hi everyone, it's Bricks on Bricks here, and today I will be reviewing the final Ninjago Core short entitled Courage. And how I set up these reviews is that first I'll talk about the plot, then I'll talk about the pros, then I'll talk about the cons, and then I'll get into my final verdict. And without further ado, let's get straight into the plot. So getting straight on into the plot, we start out with the ninja coming through the portal once again, and for the final time because this is the final short. And they're on the island of the keepers, so that's pretty cool. And Zane's arm has been restored. The ninja also have all their Evo dragons back, and all their Evo mechs and Evo vehicles and whatever vehicles they got along the way. And they're wearing their island suits. And then they see the dragon that had captured Master Wu, and he's in a force field and stuff. So yeah, there's 3 dragons actually, the dragon that captured Master Wu and 2 other dragons, and they're in like a force field. And Kai wants to start a battle, but Cole, kind of says they should find their balance first, and should balance their approach. And Cole's mech actually can't end up fitting through the tunnel so they can get into the portal, so he says they're going to have to go in without their rides. So Nia says that they should assess the situation, look for weaknesses, and Jay says that they just gotta be honest, they probably can't really defeat those dragons. Zane says they might want to make the dragons become their allies. Lloyd says that maybe they should think strategically. And but Kai says they need courage, and Kai goes right on in through the portal. And Nia kind of says, oh, I guess he's kind of strong or something. I guess he has courage for sure. And so then Kai goes in there, he battles a dragon, and the force field goes down. So kind of crazy, and the ninja then set their blasters to stun, so they basically start trying to stun some of the dragons so they don't kill them, but the dragons get destroyed anyway. Like Cole and Zane destroy a dragon, Nia and Jay destroy a dragon, and then the main dragon tries to kind of destroy Wu with his, I guess his fire, like his energy from his mouth, I guess, but Kai blocks it, and then Lloyd comes in, he kind of jumps in with his car, and destroys the dragon. But obviously they're trying just to stun the dragons, but the dragon just disappears when he hits it, so that's kind of crazy. And Lloyd's like, what's going on here? This is kind of bizarre. And Wu points at Kai and says, but it was pretty courageous. And then Wu, they all ask Wu if he's okay, but Wu gives them a little smirk, and Nia's like, there must be something else going on here. And Wu compliments her curious mind. And then Wu reveals that all of their missions were basically so they could find the virtues. So then Wu compliments Lloyd for his discovery, and then Wu tells them how they each used their personal virtues, during all these shorts. And Lloyd asks if, any of it was real, if any of this was real. Oh, by the way, at this point they're back in the monastery, just so you guys know. But, yeah, so then Wu says reality is only in one's perception. And he looks at the dragons that are kind of at the top of the monastery. He says, and says, is it not? And then he winks. And then cut the short ends. So, kind of cringy ending there. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight on into the pros. So getting right on into my pros, overall I thought this was a decent finale to Ninjago Core. I think it was one of the better shorts, and I really like seeing Kai, and his courage. I thought that was pretty cool in this short. I also liked the ninja battling the dragons. I also liked the mystery of, how was any of those missions reality, or what was really going on. And I kind of like how Wu's kind of quirky in this short. Kind of at the end he kind of gets his, quirkiness on, and that was kind of funny to me. I know some people might think that's cringy, but I kind of liked Wu's quirkiness. And I just like seeing, the dragons and the vehicles. I've liked that through all of these shorts, and we saw the most of that in this short. So overall, yeah, I think it was a pretty solid short, but there were a few problems that I did have with it, so let's get straight into the cons. So getting into my cons, I do have a few, but really not too much. So one con I have is I think that the virtue thing with, the ninjas kind of restating aspects of their virtues, it goes through all 6 of them. I just think that was cringy. That happened like 2 times throughout the episode, and that's kind of cringy. And also the inconsistencies with the ninja just going through the portal and Zayn has his arm back, which that was kind of a big sacrifice in the last short, and one of the main reasons I didn't absolutely hate the last short, because I didn't like the geckos in the last short, but I thought Zayn was good. But the fact that you just undercut that here, you know, I didn't really like that all that much. But yeah, those are about my only complaints with this short, so let's get on to my final verdict. So getting into my final verdict, overall I did really like this short. I had a few complaints because of some inconsistencies and a bit of cringiness, but I liked how it sended off, you know, all 6 of these shorts. I liked Kai's courage, I liked Wu's quirkiness. I think it was just a fun short as a whole. I liked, you know, the battles with the dragons. I liked the mystery of how, like, all those missions weren't really reality. That's all fun stuff. And I think as a whole, for a short like this, an 8.75 out of 10 is what I'm going to give it, because I just really did enjoy this short and thought it was a great send-off. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into my outro. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed my reviews on these shorts. This will be obviously the final review because we aren't getting any more shorts. So yeah, that about does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for future videos that I upload.